This is Kevin F. Pope and my coming out story, or more specifically, how the film Love, Simon inspired me to come out. By the way, I apologize for the camera. If the camera's a little wobbly, I left my tripod at my sister's, so I'm just holding the camera. So if it's a little wobbly, that's why. Interesting thing about this video is it's all audio. I had done this video a few months ago. It was shortly before I came out publicly. I had come out to a few people by that point. I talked to my family by then about that I had the same sex attraction. Wow, it's getting emotional just doing this video, just the introduction. But the thing about it is I knew that I was going to do a video about Love, Simon, because Love, Simon was a film that just affected me so strongly. And I wasn't fully out yet. So it was really kind of, I made this audio recording as a demo. More of like, okay, well, what would I say? How would I say it? And I think it actually became more freeing that I did the demo, because I did it and I was just honest, and I wasn't thinking about an audience or what to say or how people would react. I just honestly said what I honestly felt. And so when I listened back to the recording after I recorded it, I'm like, this is real. This is real, and I want to share this. And I did share this audio on Facebook to my Facebook friends, and I got a few responses. Okay, I officially came out on Facebook the day after. So I came out, and then I came out again, which is a common thing about coming out. You're always coming out. There's always somebody you're coming out to. So, anyway, I wanted to give, so with the video, I didn't want to just give the audio. I wanted to give you something to watch if you chose to watch it. So I put some pictures of myself, back from when I was a kid to some recent pictures, and it has all kinds of stuff. It has pictures from school, pictures of going to museums, at the zoo. I didn't put a lot of pictures of animals at the zoo. It's all me. But there's one thing that might be a little bit confusing that I will clarify in the pictures. You may be wondering at one point, I'm like, what is he doing with this teddy bear in some of these pictures? That's kind of, what's going on there? So at the University of Utah, I had a class where one of our assignments was to basically, we went to Build-A-Bear, and they had, I don't know who these children were, but they were these children that came and picked out bears or stuffed animals at Build-A-Bear, whatever they chose. And we as the students, we took them home, we took them with us, and we spent a week with their animals. So I spent a week with this bear, and then we used that to show them that, hey, your bear went and spent a week with a college student, and we're going to tell you that story and kind of just inspire them. It was kind of a cool thing. So that bear spent the week with me. So that's what the thing is with the bear. And so you might have some other questions about some of the other stuff. I do theater. I studied theater at the U. I did a makeup class, so there's a few stuff on there with the makeup class. You just kind of it's another way to get to know me a little better. And so please enjoy this video. This is my story of coming out and how Love, Simon inspired me. Okay, this is Kevin F. Pope with a Pope's Perspective, and in this video, I'm going to get personal. So, if you're not interested in my personal life and you just want to see my my movie reviews, I'm fine with that. That's fine. If you don't want to watch this, that's fine. But if you're interested in, I have something to share, and it does connect with a film. So I hope people listen as I get a little personal. So on my top 10 films of 2018, number 3 is, so I guess if you haven't watched that video, a little bit of a spoiler here, but number 3 is Love, Simon. Now, with my telling you that is Love, Simon, you may know where I'm going with this. You may also be surprised. But let me hear you out. Let me explain. So, when normally I would have probably have done a review of Love, Simon after it came out. But I didn't. And the reason why I didn't do a review is because it was so personable to me, and I wasn't ready to get so personal about it yet. So I didn't do a review. Normally I do. I guess I did a mini review in my video for top 10 films of the year, and that's probably about what I would have said anyway. But now I'm more open and ready to share about this. So, for a long time now, I have had an attraction to guys. I don't know exactly how long it's been. I could probably track it back to at least, I'd say 17. But at the same time, when I was 17, I was in a relationship with a girl, and this was a girl that I really, really liked. Long story short, that relationship didn't work out. But while I'm on the subject of both matters, I'm bisexual. And it took me a long time just to open up about being bisexual. I mean, even the word, I didn't like the word. I didn't want to use that word. I didn't want to identify myself with that. And even before that, even the thought of any gay feelings I had scared me. I mean, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I did not want to be gay. I was so scared that I was gay. And I just hid those feelings away. And so this has been a long journey coming. So when Love, Simon came out, I remember seeing the trailer, and it already rung so true to me. After I saw the trailer, I'm like, okay, I want to see this movie and I want to read the book. So I read the book and I loved it. So for a lot of the same reasons, I loved the movie, because it's this guy it's so truthful. It's a guy, he's a regular kid who just happens to be gay. So as I was reading the book, it just got me complicated. as I was reading the book, it got me contemplating about my own life and where I stood there. And I just kept thinking and thinking about it. And first off, for maybe a week, I only told like maybe one person at this point. I was admitted, I'm like, okay, I'm gay. But then it didn't feel right. I'm just like, well, I know I've got feelings for guys, but this doesn't feel right. And I've known over the years that I do like girls. In all truthfulness, the kind of girls I like, I don't see that often. The girls that I'm attracted to are a rare commodity. Maybe I'll edit this out, maybe I'll keep this in, but I like redheads. I've liked redheads ever since I can remember. And for some reason, redheads are very scarce. And so that's kind of frustrating to me that I'm like, hey, I'm attracted to redheads. Where are all the redheads? Maybe I need to move to Scotland. I don't know. So, but I can't remember when it first started. That over the years, I do know that I've had attraction to guys too. So pretty much, so even though like a week I told myself, oh, I'm gay. But that only lasted a week. And I finally came to the conclusion that I'm bisexual. Now, when I told one person that I was gay, as soon as I said it, it just didn't feel right. I'm like, well, it's partly true, but there's also something missing here. The first time I told somebody that I was bisexual, that I was bi, it felt right. And I'm like, yep, this is it. This is who I am. Or this is how I identify. This is the one that fits me. And part of it is I don't like labels. I hate labels because you put somebody in a label, you categorize them in a group, and then you're like, oh, well, you're in this group, so that means you're like this and this and this and this, and you fit this and this and this. And that's not how we are as a people. Everyone is different, and we are individuals. And so even though you may fit, you may have like, okay, I'm part of this group, but at the same time, you're also an individual. My bisexuality is only one part of me. There's so many more other aspects of me. But it's time that I become more open about this. I've told some family, I've told a few friends. I don't even know how many people are even going to watch this video. I don't know. Maybe it'll just be a few people I know. Maybe it'll only be people who already know. Maybe it'll be a whole bunch of people who have never even met me. But I'm here to tell you that bisexuality is a real thing. And it's nothing to be ashamed of.